Alpine guy here. We'll take a minute or two and just take a look at some of the main frame up in the front storage compartment area. And I'm just not seeing any issues with these welds. They look like they're good, decent welds to me. And we're looking as far forward as we can see. And I don't see any issues with the welds up in here. All these welds look nice. This is nice bead, nice bead, nice bead. I would have liked it if they had welded all the way around, but for some reason they did not. They welded on the top and the side, but nothing on the bottom. And when you look at this, you'll see there's no weld there. They could have put a weld there and it would have been beneficial. And we'll take a look at this weld. A little dust in there, but after 11 years, you know, what do you expect? I don't see any issues down in there. That's looking, we're looking at the passenger side right at the moment. And we're looking at still at the passenger side at the lower left forward weld on the main, one of the main beams running upward, as you can see. And I don't see any issue there. We'll take a look at the driver's side beam welds. And we're looking at the driver's side main beam welds up inside the storage compartment. And we'll zoom in a little bit. And the welds are good quality. As you can see, I could have welded a little better right there. That's kind of a lousy weld. I could have welded that better with my eyes closed shut, but nevertheless, there's no issues there. We'll look forward as best as I can. No issues with this weld, no cracks. The bead's not bad. Again, I don't understand why they didn't lay a bead on the underside. And then we'll look at the main support structure. And those welds look good. And we'll zoom down at the lower main weld on the driver's side. It's a good looking bead. I don't see any cracks or any evidence of movement. And we'll take another look at some of the smaller beams that are running front to aft to this main beam assembly here. I don't see any issues there. And we'll look at this welds here. Looks fine to me. Same thing here. And this is a view of the front forward compartment. I already made a previous post about what I carry in here. The items I carry have been I've been carrying for 11 years. The heavy items are the two Honda gen sets and the Porter assembly, Porter air compressor. Seems like every time I want to video something, everybody wants to drive up and down the street. I do carry a spare power cable, 30 amps, so there's a little weight there. And the rest of it, a few totes with miscellaneous items and a do-it-all tool set. And spare hose up there. I use that to wash out the black tank with. And air compressor hose. So that's the junk that we have in the front forward compartment. And I'm laying on the ground now on the passenger side, looking at the front forward outrigger braces. I've seen a lot of the Alpines, they're getting bent outrigger brackets and all kinds of crap going on. And 12-inch frame, I don't understand why they're having all these issues. Well, this one, you know, this 2014 is 11 years old, and you can see the outrigger is as straight as an arrow.
There's no issues. The welds look fine. We'll take a look at the other one up front here. Best I can. Gotta remember I'm an old man, but it's nice and straight. Yeah, we'll sit back underneath the shade here on the front porch and wrap this video up. Anyways, a quick look-see. I could have shown more, but I just wanted to look at a few of the front frame welds, what I could see. Of course, you can't see what's up underneath the pin box unless you remove the cover, and I'm not going to do that. I don't see any evidence of any issues with that. I still use the 2 pieces of tape that I made a video back some time ago, and as you can see, the 2 pieces of tape are right there. And what I look for is when I set the 5th wheel down, is I don't want to see any movement, vertical movement between these 2 pieces of tape, and I don't want to see any movement of the sealant along the edge here on the driver's side or over on the passenger side. So, you know, that's what I do. And fortunately, on the 2014, you know, we're not having any cracks and no issues at the front slide. The only issue that I've had, and I'm not really worried about it, is the driver's side front door compartment. I've got some delamination going on from water that got down inside, and that was before I sealed this upper hinge up some years ago. And that water gets down inside there, it weeps all the way to the bottom, and there's no way for it to really weep out. Winter comes along, that freezes, and then you get your outer coating will start getting little pock marks on it, like you can see there. So what I'll probably do is take this door down to the body shop and let them refinish it for me. I'm not going to buy another new door at $600. So there you go. That's from the Alpine guy. We'll wrap this video up. Yard looks pretty good this year. Alpine don't look too shabby for 11 years old. And hopefully we'll be making our 2nd trip out early August over to the Oregon coast for about 10 days. Followed up with a 3rd trip back up to Yellowstone National Park for 2 weeks for some fly fishing and animal sighting fun, along with our little dog Ruby, who is now 7 months old and doing quite good. We're real pleased at how she traveled in the 5th wheel and everything. That's it from the Alpine guy from Idaho. Take care.